Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. Today is a video of 3 case studies to show you how to analyze Bazi chart if your daily master is a young water born in the fall season. So let's dive into the first one. This is a young water person born in the Yin Metal month, which is the month of August. So you have an annual pillar of yin, fire, and water. The monthly pillar is a young earth and metal. The daily pillar is a yang water and earth, and the hourly pillar is a yang fire and fire. So let's first assess the condition of your focal point. Do I have enough supporters to make myself either imbalanced or fairly strong? You have two supporters here. One is a very powerful yang metal source to pump out a water source. And you also have another same as me, young water partner here. Like you can think of it as other sidebar streams pumping into water into this main river. So this person is actually fairly strong. I will give it probably like maybe 55 to 60% strength. So in that case, you want some regulation around your powerful running river so that you can prevent it from going into this risk of becoming a flood or being so free flow and free spirited to the point that it's lacking direction in life. So this person probably won't accomplish much because it's so strong minded and free willed. That's kind of the initial condition. So I want to see the other players in my chart to play off that role of regulation. And as I explained in the prior conceptual video, right, the best tool for that regulator role is young earth, because young earth is strong enough to control the water's flowing path. This basket is really good because I see a young earth here, and not only because it has a fire supporting it and protecting it, making it strong, but also you have another young earth underneath. That can be considered its own rooting system to keep it more in a more powerful state. So the dosage is the right amount to do its job. And other than those three players, the remaining two are a very pure pillar of fire, which grows and supports earth. So this is a very good Bazi chart because not only my initial condition is good, but also I have those favorable elements showing up and they're in the right dosage amount. So this Bazi I really can't find much problem with it. There's no major disease. It's in balance. It has all the things you want to see. Pretty rare. So this is a very good Bazi. On top of it, the flowing of the energy is good. What I mean by that is you have a fire together, and fire grows earth, earth grows metal, metal grows water. So it's a very organic flow rather than like too much of this enemies sitting together. Everybody has it, but this one, I would say the majority of the positioning is a very natural flow. So you keep your kind of mindset and different spirit not in contention with each other. It's more in a supporting relationship. It just give that person a more focused mindset to achieve its goals. That's what it means. So this is a very good Bazi chart. It really doesn't need to rely on this annual or 10-year trend to introduce a certain element to cure a problem because it doesn't have any initial problems. So the trick to analyze this type of Bazi is to keep its balance. What I mean by that is you don't want like a annual or 10-year trend that disrupt its original perfect state. For example, if you have a very pure and strong fire and earth type of 10-year trend and annual trend being introduced, then you disrupt the initial balance because too much regulation and stress is getting newly introduced into this original condition. Then you disrupt the harmony, and this person might actually experience a lot of stress that is unnecessary. Or on the other hand, if you have a very pure metal and water type of annual 10-year trend being introduced, then I might be super free-spirited. It's me, all about me. I'm the center of the universe. I don't care what other people think. I'll do whatever I want. That's not ideal because that means the original regulators, the fire and earth, are not powerful enough to keep yourself in balance. So those are kind of the two extremes of what you do not want to see. The key for this type of perfect balance is to just leave it alone. Don't disrupt its harmony. And your annual 10-year trend, if it's like a next balance of different element, respecting its original state, that's the best time of this person's life. And the second one is a young water born in the month of September, which is a Yin Metal earthly branch. So your annual pillar is a yang fire and water. Your monthly pillar is a yin fire and metal. Your daily pillar is a yang water and water. And the hourly pillar is a yin earth and metal. So this guy, same first step, let's assess his condition. It's very clear that the whole bottom row is his friends. So this river is even stronger compared to the first one, right? I might even give it like a 70 or 80%. This gushing river is so strong. It actually needs that young earth more desperately than this first one. But unfortunately, you have a yin earth guy here, which is, sure, like earth is better than nothing, but yin earth is not as effective as young earth, because yin earth is like farming nutritional soil. It's like mud. It doesn't do as effective of a job as a young type of a mountain, hard, sturdy earth. It doesn't regulate a very strong river. If anything, it's just gonna make it muddy and make it brown. So this guy is lacking power. On top of it, like this guy has a root to make it strong. This one has a bunch of enemies to make this earth even weaker and wetter, muddier. So that's not a good sign. Meaning you have a medicine showing up, but it's so weak, it's not going to cure the problem. And on top of it, I'm glad to see more fire here, because technically fire will support and make this earth more usable. But the problem with those fire is it's surrounded by strong water and metal enemies. It makes those two fire very, very weak. On top of it, you have a special combination here. Yang water and yin fire is one of those pairs of special combination relationship, meaning it makes both weak. So this guy got weakened by that relationship. And on top of it, like the position is horrible. I want this fire to sit next to my medicine to make it strong, but this is separated apart by an enemy. So I'm gonna being weakened by my enemy first before I can reach super far to help a far neighbor. It's not as effective as fire sitting right next to earth. So this tells you the importance of position of it's not only you want to see good stuff, like the desirable stuff showing up, but more importantly, the positional placement of those preferred players are super important. This is an example of the placement sucks. I'm glad I see it, but it's so weak. The position is horrible, and neither of them are strong because they don't have any fire or earth rooting in their chart. So I have a medicine. The medicine is so darn weak, it's not going to cure my problem. So this guy has to rely on more fire and earth, especially dry earth type of annual 10-year trend to make this bazi good. So I need to wait for the right timing of those medicine to make me super successful, versus this guy doesn't have much of a disease to begin with. Last but not least is this young water born in the month of October. The annual pillar is yang fire and wood. The monthly pillar is a yang earth and earth. The daily pillar is a yang water and earth, and the hourly pillar is a yin metal and earth. So this one is a fascinating one because other than this little friend sitting here, it's a very strong wood grows and supports fire, right? And fire grows and supports earth, and you have all kinds of earth. So it's a very strong cluster of strong earth surrounding it. It's overregulated. And on top of it, you have like a fire make this earth even drier and sturdier. And you have this wood keep on putting fuel into this fire. So all of the, other than metal, all the other remaining players are all on the enemy side. And then your first step is like, is this a standard type or is it a non-standard type? Non-standard type meaning my enemy is so strong, I don't even have a chance of fighting with them. I might as well surrender and play with them. So that's a different way of analyzing what you want to see in the chart. So that's kind of the critical question to be answered. What makes me come to the conclusion this is a standard type is if this friend is super weak, its mere existence doesn't have much material impact. In that case, you could still make this a non-standard Bazi type. However, if this friend, even though I'm super weak, but deep down, I have a lot of strong qi behind me, I cannot be ignored, then it becomes like a standard type. I'm just a fairly weak Bazi because my friend is weak. So really the key is to assess the strengths of this guy to answer the question, is this a standard or non-standard Bazi example? This metal is actually fairly strong. Why would I say that? There's three factors. One is this earth, especially it's a yin earth, which is a wet earth type, is the best media to support and grow metal. So you have a strong supporter here. And the second reason is this October month, even though the main qi is a dry earth type, it does have yin fire and yin metal embedded in there. And it's the fall season. It's a transitional month between from fall to winter, right? And the main element for fall is metal, and the main element for winter is water. So this is the end of transitional time from metal to water. So it does have, in terms of qi, it makes me think it's a similar metal type of qi in October that will make this guy have this external environment support. Like if it were like a summer month, I wouldn't say it because summer's dominant element is fire, right? And fire suppresses metal. I'll be like, the external environment is actually working against it. But this is not the case. You have a very strong metal's qi season being the original default mode. That's what makes me think this guy has a strong invisible qi support. And last but not least, positionally, it's right next to my focal point. Let's say if this metal is like sitting at position number 1 or number 5, is further removed, I might like, I'm not sure the power or the impact of his support. But this guy is sitting right next to me. So because of those three factors, this friend element cannot be ignored. That's why I'm judging this guy to be a standard Bazi chart, but the daily master is too weak, too much of an enemy energy. So that's the main disease here. That's why this person really needs to rely on the annual and 10-year trend to have more metal and water type of element being introduced to keep himself strong, so I can withstand this strong pressure in life. So this person really likes metal and water energy to get this focal point more into that balanced zone. So that's how we analyze Bazi. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.